This is gonna be the first session I've been able to actually have in over a week, or because I've actually been hurt for a couple of weeks. I figured this would be a good opportunity to go through and talk about and how I get through basic foot injuries. So first off, what I have is actually called a hot pocket. If you don't know what that is, essentially what happens is your bone bruises a bunch of the ligaments at the front of your foot, causing pain in this area. Now what this does for me, especially lately, is it makes it insanely hard to flick, and I typically go out and I see where my foot's at every couple of days. I'll try and flick a kickflip and see where we're at. Haven't done it in a few days, so we're gonna see where we're at, but I haven't really had a ton of pain, so. I mean, yeah, that's definitely an ow. So I'll probably avoid kickflips. Next, I'm gonna try a heel flip. Let's kind of see where I'm at. Okay, the heel flip, if I flick it right, doesn't really hurt. All right, so now that we've kind of got a gauge of what we can and can't do, I can actually stretch, warm up, get ready to go, see where we're at. Now, especially when you're coming off of an injury, warm-ups and things are way more important. Actually, like, go through your warm-up, do your stretches. There's a great page called The Daily Push that actually has a lot of really good information about how to get over injuries and things. Now me, I can only ever last about maybe 2 weeks without being on my board before I absolutely have to do something, and that's kind of where I'm at now. And I figure as long as I can skate and I'm not putting myself in pain, then it's probably okay. After we stretch, we start getting into the warm-up. Now, we already know that kick flips are kind of gonna be off the table, but we can do heel flips. A lot of this session really is just discovery, because this is the first time I've been back on my board in a couple weeks. So I usually go straight into a really easy warm-up, like 180s, 360s, that kind of thing. No pop. Okay. So seeing as how I'm not getting any pain that way, I'm thinking regular heel flips and back heels will work. Definitely not good for the first one. We're getting there, no pain. Ugh. Ooh, I still got those. That was nice for second try. See if we can get a better one. So I know I said we're not doing kick flips today, but I don't use a ton of my front foot on tray flips, so I think we're gonna try at least one and see how I feel. That actually didn't hurt at all, so that's good. I'm super gassed on the Rick flip, actually. I didn't think that was actually gonna like work out at all, but actually I didn't really have any pain doing any of those tricks. I think it's just straight kickflip variations that are gonna give me issues for a minute. Wow, the door's actually open this time. Ankle braces, they're a really great way to give yourself that little boost of confidence to get back on the board. Not to say that you should get back on the board, but an ankle brace is a great tool to help you get that confidence back. Maybe even just try something that you're scared to try because you don't want to hurt your ankle again. There's a couple different types. I personally use both of them depending on different situations. The soft and what I like to call a hard ankle brace. For instance, here I just had a hot pocket, so I'm using a soft ankle brace just to get some compression pressure. But if I had actually rolled my ankle really good and I was really trying to build the strength back up in that ankle, I would be using a hard one. So a big thing to remember is definitely the first couple of sessions, don't be too hard on yourself. I mean, you're not gonna be skating to your full ability. You haven't been skating for a little bit, that's why. And it's totally normal. So don't be too hard on yourself. So the biggest thing when coming back to skating from an injury is to just make sure you're skating with no pain. If you continue to power through the pain, you're just gonna make it last longer, and it's never gonna heal right. Or you're just gonna continue to re-injure the same thing and you're never gonna be at 100%. I gave myself 2 weeks before I decided to get back on the board, and even then, today, I popped the heel flip and it didn't quite feel right. So I'm kinda just skate and switch, really. Definitely tell I haven't done a whole lot of poppy stuff in a while. As you can tell, I'm not the best at switch, but that was the whole point. I mean, I popped a trick, it didn't quite feel right. I didn't feel comfortable skating in my normal stance, so I tried to focus on mainly doing stuff that I don't typically work on. This is one way that you can turn the negative fact of you getting hurt in the first place and turn it around into something that'll actually teach you how to be better at skating. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop it a like, drop me a sub, it really helps out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.